in this class, we shall discuss how the same function can give different answers in the implicit function. So let's take an example. Y equal to x sine y. Suppose I differentiate as it is and find out what is dy by dx. You will notice that dy by dx equal to x into cos y plus sine y into 1. Cos y dy by dx plus sine y into 1. I applied the product rule, x into derivative of sine y into derivative of x. So when I take dy by dx as a subject, you will be getting your answer in this manner. And dy by dx will be sine y upon 1 minus x cos y. This will be your answer. So if you take the function in this manner, you get this answer. Let's see another case. Suppose, let's say I make sine y as a subject and write y by x. Let's see what answer do we get. So cos y dy by dx will be x into division rule dy by dx minus y upon x square. Now if I rearrange it, x square will come with it. X square cos y minus x into dy by dx is equal to minus y. Suppose I take x as common, x into cos y minus 1 is equal to dy by dx is equal to minus y. So dy by dx is equal to minus y upon x into, let me take a minus common and make 1 first, x cos y. So you get another type of answer. But you can notice that both the answers are same. For example, if I substitute sine y as y by x, both answers become same. Only thing that how we can derive, how we'll come to know, according to the answer, how to modify your function so that you come to directly to the answer. That's what you have to notice. What do you notice here? The function had y in it. Answer don't have y in it. So if I want y not to be present in my answer, I should keep y as a subject. My question has got sine y. My answer has no sine y in it. So what I did, I made sine y as a subject and differentiated. So whenever I do not want a particular term in my answer, make that term as a subject and differentiate. That is a technique we have. Now another example I want to show you. Suppose I make x as a subject. X as a subject. What happens? Let's have a look at this. So your derivative will be 1 is equal to, or you may take dx by dy. Dx by dy will be differentiating with respect to y. Sine y into 1 minus y into cos y upon sine square y. Now your answer became dy by dx is equal to sine square y upon sine y minus y cos y. So what have we noticed in this case? We do not have x term at all in it. All the terms are in y. And also you notice that in division rule, we often get square in the answer. So if the answer has a square, so you might think of a division rule, keeping that term as a denominator. So looking at the answers, we have to decide what should I do with this function to obtain these answers. Now, suppose they ask you, this is a function, show that dy by dx is this. I notice that y is not present in the answer, so make y as a subject and differentiate. In this, I notice that sine y is not there in the answer, make sine y as a subject and differentiate. In this, I notice that question has got x, but answer has no x in it, so make x as a subject and differentiate. So these techniques need to be applied in this particular module. What you notice in this is sine y is equal to x into sine of a plus y. How many terms are there? Sine y is there, sine of a plus y is x there. Which term is missing here? The term that is missing is x. So I will make x as a subject. And because every term here is in y, it is convenient for me to differentiate with respect to y and then take the reciprocal. So I differentiate with respect to y, not with respect to x, with respect to y. So left hand side became dx by dy. Differentiate to y means denominator will be y. Is equal to d by dy of sine y upon sine of a plus y. Now I am taking denominator's derivative, the denominator sine of a plus y into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator upon denominator square. And I can see my answer is having a square. So when you take reciprocal, you can correct. So sine of a plus y into cos y. I'm differentiating with respect to y, same. So no dy by dx here. Sin y into sine of a plus y into derivative of a plus y with respect to y will give you 1. So upon sine square of a plus y. Now what have you noticed here? You have noticed that here cos of a plus y into derivative of a plus y. You have noticed that this is sine a cos b cos a sine b. It is a formula for sine of a minus b. So this is numerator is a formula for sine of a minus b. So what is a? A is the angle of sine. First angle is a. What is b? Second angle, cos angle is b. So your answer would become, this will become sine of a plus b, a plus y minus y divided by sine square of a plus y. So this y and this y will get cancelled. So what I am getting answer here is dx by dy is sine a upon sine square of a plus y. But what you are asked to find? You are asked to find dy by dx. So how will I get dy by dx? So dy by dx will be reciprocal of dx by dy. That is sine square of a plus y will be numerator and sine a will be in the denominator. That's how you can get the answer. Once again, x is not present in the answer. Make x as a subject and differentiate with respect to y because every term on the right hand side is in y. If I had x here, I would have differentiated with respect to x only. Even if I differentiate with respect to x, I could get that dy by dx everywhere. And when I took dy by dx common, I could have come to the same answer. But easier to differentiate with respect to y. If the function is fully in y, differentiate with respect to y. If the function is in x and y both, then you differentiate with respect to x. We'll have a look at this function. Y is equal to x e raised to y and dy by dx does not contain which term? The dy by dx does not contain e raised to y. Whatever I do with e raised to y, whether I make e raised to y a subject or not, e raised to y will be always present in the answer because the derivative of e raised to y is e raised to y itself. When will the answer change? If the derivative of the function is some other term, then only the answer will change. So what I'll do is, first I will take log. Log y is equal to log of x e raised to y. So log y is equal to log x plus y log e. Y log e is 1. Log e is 1. So log y is equal to log x plus y. Now here every term is in addition. There's no product there. So if I take the derivative directly, I will not have log in the answer and I naturally will come to this as the answer. So I differentiate with respect to x here. So I'll get 1 by y derivative of y is equal to 1 by x and derivative of y with respect to x dy by dx. Now bring dy by dx all to one side. 1 by y minus 1 into dy by dx is equal to 1 by x. Now taking the LCM, 1 minus y upon y into dy by dx is equal to 1 by x. Hence dy by dx is y upon x into 1 minus y. This is an easy method. You can directly get this answer. You can also do this problem by substitution method. If I'm doing by substitution method, directly differentiate. So you will get the answer as method 2. Method 2. You can differentiate dy by dx is equal to product rule. X into e raised to y derivative of y plus e raised to y into derivative of x. So you will have 1 minus x e raised to y dy by dx is equal to e raised to y. So dy by dx will be e raised to y upon 1 minus x e raised to y. My answer does not have e raised to y. My answer does not have this two term. The answer should not contain e raised to y. But you know that what is e raised to y? E raised to y is nothing but y by x. So instead of e raised to y, if you put y by x and you will get your answer. You can come to the same answer. This is also another method. But if you want to find direct answer, this is the idea that you need to apply. Whichever term you don't want, remove it by making it a subject. Here, e raised to y, you do not have e raised to y in the answer. In such case, take log so that e goes away from it. And then differentiate, you will come directly to the required answer.